Who's gonna?
I
chuck
will
this
step
intro out?
aside,
Yes.
fellas. Step down, step down. Don't worry,
Alright, whatever.
I've been training. You think we've been slack? No. The last 2 months has just been training for all us three to get ready for one final banging Soulcast for the year. You can search up Soulcast on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
We don't even come up, but that's worth it. That's a sacrifice we had to make to.
I know, Google is such a.
That's the sacrifice we had to make to bring you
Shit
this
of a-
episode. So,
Yeah.
welcome. My name is Deshore, or Jade. I'm joined with, returning for the first time in however long it was since the last episode.
Yep. Hello.
Goes in
It's
the
food.
eyes. Alright, I'm gonna go. Fuck you.
He's so fast. He's so fast.
I
Go.
was.
Go. Beat him.
Alright,
Wait,
Maxwell.
I was going.
I'm Maxwell. I'm Monarch.
Sick.
K. I got it.
Thank
beat
you for
out.
joining
Wait,
me.
can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, who?
No, I can't.
No.
You can hear
No,
me.
we can't.
No,
You
we
can't.
can't.
No.
You can't hear me.
No, we can't hear you.
Fuck off. You know, I got confused because I saying my intro. Yes, I was.
No,
First
he's
in,
just
first
fucking
serve,
slow,
buddy.
dude. You get a little rusty. Here I was talking us up and a little slow out of the gates.
Yeah, I honestly can't tell. I cannot tell if I'm good or not.
We're all here back after our our hiatus.
A little bit rusty as you all can see.
But we've got a
Yeah.
thick episode in store.
This is gonna be
The,
probably a bit of a
the
hectic, lengthy one.
2020 special. Oh my god, I haven't talked to anyone all day or in 3 days, so I'm my energy is off the charts. I just want to play Starbound and no one's playing with me, so here I am. And I'm gonna carry the whole vibe through this podcast.
All right.
Is there
I'm
someone-
willing to- you know what? I'm also.
Oh,
pumped
you're
up as
psyched?
well.
Alright, does someone want to run us through
So
the
let's
schedule?
fucking. Okie. So first up on the list, we're gonna do a quick recap and a refresh because we've been away for a little while, and I'm sure that hopefully you guys are actually curious on what we've been up to. Because if you're not, then why are you even here? But hey, maybe if you're just slugging through this, we can interest you with some of our recent things, and we've actually done quite a bit in the.
Oh,
little,
you are not wrong. You
spell
are
that we've
not
had.
wrong. Well said.
Alright. So next up after that, end of the year, maybe one of the most important things for the nerds like
gamers.
us. maybe not for Alex, but is the game of the year or what we think should be the game of the year. Just some mentions, some debates, some little tidbits here and there, 2 cents getting thrown around.
We'll run through the Steam nominees and shit, and some other nominees that I saw for the Game Awards I'll bring up as well. We'll give our our takes on that.
Yep.
Following on,
Mm-hmm.
what have we got? No, what the
can-
fuck?
you
I was
can-
trying to
you can
segue it
take
back
off.
to you. I was trying to offer my my
'cause-
voice into
Yeah.
into the audio spectrum, but then pass it back to you to continue.
Okay, fine. I'll keep going. So then, third of all, we have the SoulCube 2020 recap. So all our achievements, what we've been doing
Shit, let me
the
crack
entire
the
year.
notepad. Keep talking.
Yeah, you can get onto that one. All right, and then next one for all of you who really like to stick around towards the end, we have the meme of the week.
Woohoo!
And
Yeah.
following that, we have Alex. Do you want to announce this one, considering that
we have-
you are the host for it?
Yeah, we've got
Ah!
But-
Ooh.
best. And
Oh,
the worst.
oh shit!
Ooh, damn! We have the
Yeah.
whole show going.
I'm so excited.
So yeah,
I'm so
We'll see
excited.
what
Can we just
happens.
skip the rest of the podcast?
Is that it? Is that it for the
That's-
podcast?
Look, I don't think anyone would be complaining.
No,
Yeah.
this is a pretty
Regardless, I
good
reckon we kick off because it's probably I want to get to the meme as fast as possible. So,
We're gonna be
when was the
rambling
last
quite a lot.
episode? It was a while ago. It must have been months ago, right?
It was at the start of last term.
Well,
for
term
school, when we
3?
were talking about piracy, and that's what we kind of. No, term
Oh,
4. Was
I
it last
see. I
term?
think last term is
Like
term
last term,
4.
it was like at the very start of. Yeah,
Okay,
but
yeah.
I mean, like,
All
wasn't
right,
like
all right.
all
This is a
around.
couple of months ago. All right.
All right.
What's
All right.
happened
All
in
right,
that time?
Okay.
Hey, Alex, have you been up to anything interesting since
Since
in the
when?
last couple of months?
Since
Yeah,
the
since the
last
last
episode.
episode.
No,
You weren't even in the
not that
last episode. You
much.
get an even bigger bracket.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think of when that last episode was. It's probably like November, right?
Probably. I don't even think so.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, I've been up to not too much. I went recently. I went to Tasmania
Oh my
for
god.
hiking
Ooh.
trip and stuff. That was pretty cool. Went on some nice hikes. The longest one was 7 hours in a day, which was actually really nice. It was up. It was actually great because it was snowy in summer in Tasmania, which was really weird, and it dropped to like 11 and sometimes fucking 8 degrees.
You know,
So
the
it was
weather's
like
been
really
cursed as shit
cool.
here too. It does not feel like summer at all. It's like freezing and raining and
Actually,
shit.
on
Yeah.
no, on Boxing Day, fucking Nimidabel got
Yeah, it got
like two
dusted.
inches of
That's
hail or some
ridiculous.
Yeah,
shit.
I had a little bit of snow.
So they had like a fucking
Cool.
white Christmas.
Yeah,
And that's
but
only like that's only like a couple hours from here. If you don't fucking know where Nimidabel is,
Yeah,
I don't blame you.
The
If you're listening.
the world famous Nimnabel pie.
Oh yeah, I
Nimidabel
mean that
bakery
that
is
bakery's
pretty
pretty fucking good.
yeah. You know, I remember. Maybe you guys don't, but I remember when the bakery sold
What the
brandy
fuck is a
snaps.
Randy Snap?
You guys,
Oh.
brandy snaps.
Randy Snap.
No, and the thing is, I really like them. They were great, and then they got rid of them, and I never see any of the shops.
What's a
really
what's a
sell brandy
brandy
snaps
snap?
anymore.
All right,
You have to look it up.
See, Alex, this is a gap in the market.
So
This
it's
is-
like
this
a
is
Oh
your
shit! You get a
chance.
pop up
okay.
store.
It's like
What
like
the
a
fuck?
little.
It's a
It's
cornflake.
like you know the cone. No, no, you know like the cones from
Ice cream. You
an
literally
ice cream
just the
cone?
ice.
Like
Just
that.
just the cone. Just
No.
the cone.
Oh my god. Okay, so the cone, it's like it's a tube made
Yeah,
out
I'm
of
looking
that
at 'em.
cone from like a
Look at him.
yeah,
Yeah.
a waffle.
It's like a
look
wrap.
up as
It's
well.
like a
And
wrap,
it's
but with
that's
the,
got yeah, it's got some glaze, so it's got some glaze on it, some
Ooh, that's quite
brandy in it,
nice. Damn.
and then you've got the two ends are dipped in chocolate, and then
oh,
inside
so
you've
it's
got-
like the bottom of a cornetto.
it's like a churro.
I suppose.
It's like a churro.
I don't know
right?
what the hell churro is. Anyway, yeah, so I've done that. We finished everyone.
Yes.
last year,
Yeah, we
and
done that.
I moved on to year
We're on the
12.
final
Yeah, end of
stretch.
the year.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
We're
Yeah.
like
Oh,
99 point something percent.
Are
of the way
you
through the year.
excited, Alex? Ho, 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 ho.
Anyway,
No, it doesn't.
no, it's
He's not
absolutely
keen.
horrible.
I am.
Absolutely
Woohoo!
horrible. Anyway,
Where's your energy?
so
Miss?
that's basically what I've been doing so far since the last one. How about you guys?
All right,
Mamma Mia
Dash, you can go
is
first.
coming up in 2 weeks. You guys book
Oh,
tickets? Oh,
I have.
Alex, are you guys coming on the
I
same night? Are
do.
you all coming together?
I'm coming.
No,
last
I
night.
booked it with my
You
folks.
idiots, you
They're
meant to-
also
you meant to
curious.
come in
I'm
big
coming on
groups.
this-
Well, I'm coming
Okay.
with my family
Okay.
on the last
Wait, what day are you going, Moz?
the last day. That's
Oh,
like
The last show is
22nd.
always the best show. You're a
Is it?
wise man. You're,
Yeah, it's January the 22nd.
I have
right?
no.
That's the
Fuck it.
last
I don't know. I'm in the bloody thing.
I thought it goes from the 15th to the
Yeah,
22nd.
I've been.
Anyway,
I think you guys know because I've brought it up before. But the musical I've been rehearsing for the past 6 months is coming close to production week. Fucking not this week. We had a week off this week, but all the weeks before that have been fucking ridiculous. Like 4-hour rehearsals Monday, Tuesday, and then like every second fucking Sunday for the whole day. Been grinding my ass off, singing the same fucking 6 songs. Dancing to the same 6 songs, but the show.
How long is the
Oh
actual
fuck,
full
dude, it's
production
too
of it?
long. It's my personal opinion. It's like I think it's only an hour and a half when you blast it out, but fuck that you could cut like half the songs and it would be just as good. Maybe it's cause like I've heard them a million
Fair enough.
times and like I already know the plot of this stupid like play. But yeah.
Jeez, not doing a very
Marketing.
good job
No.
at
If you,
advertising.
I'm telling you, it's a banger play. But for
Okay.
half the
He's saving himself.
You should still
half, you
totally
should
come.
totally come. It's sick, but you can like fall asleep in like half the songs. Like fucking Chiquitita. This is the most boring song ever. It's not a problem with the with with us. It's just the song itself. I don't know what we could possibly do to make it any more interesting. So I've been doing that for a lot of my time. Also been doing a lot of down drain stuff, which finally been able to fucking announce. Jesus Christ. I mean, down drain would have been in development in the last during the last episode, but I wouldn't have been able to say anything about it. It must have been developed for like at least 5 episodes, and when we have to talk about what we've been doing, I've just been like, oh, nothing. But yeah, I've been doing that. I can recall the day in which I started the down drain prototype. It was the day we came back from physics. It was the physics lesson with the levitating frog.
Oh,
that day,
that's
and I
awesome.
came back home and I was like, oh, you know what? I have an idea. I have an idea. So
Levitating fucking
all the creatures in down drain in the code, they're referenced as frogs, like that. Literally, my entire infrastructure.
Damn.
Is that how it actually came to be?
Yeah,
the
it's-
levitating fucking frog.
Yeah,
birth.
it's the
Oh my
levitating
gosh.
frog.
That's
So
incredible.
if there's one,
Context for the viewers: levitating frog. We were doing like some magnetic shit in physics once, and we found this video of his I forget what it's called when we are able to get.
Yeah, it's like diamagnetism.
Yeah, that's it. And so these
imposes
dudes,
strong enough
yeah,
force, it causes like all of the atoms within the like organic material to actually align in the opposite direction, so they counteract the magnetic like direction, so it levitates.
yeah. So these fucking like Dutch scientists or some shit had this big like fuck off contraption. Like it was like rooms big. It was like massive. It's like this laboratory, and they had like a little chamber. And this poor little fucking frog was just chilling out in the chamber, and then came up and just started hovering in the air, like spinning around and stuff. But there was no audio for it, and we just like accidentally came across it, and it was the funniest shit because like we were all so just perplexed. And he
man
just
won a
and he was
fucking
dying for, like, the
Nobel
whole lesson.
Prize.
Yeah, he got a Nobel
Yeah.
Prize for levitating a frog.
It's on one of the videos. They levitate a bunch of things. They do a frog and then a grasshopper and then like a fucking leaf, and it just like instantly cuts between them when it goes. Like the fucking best part was when they fucking machined the grasshopper into a fucking frog.
But it's great because the one with the audio in there, where they have like the compilation of what they had, you can hear them all like pog out as soon as it starts to like hover up. You just hear like in the background like hey, and just things just like rotating in like all different
Yes,
axes.
that was the birth.
That's
That was
so
the birth of Down Drain, and from that point
Wow.
on, I've been working on it steadily. So that's taken.
Actually, do you reckon we can put the levitating frog
It
in
could
the
be-
description for people who want to investigate?
Oh, the
this?
link. Yeah, okay. All right. If I remember how to do
Yeah.
that. Levitating frog has to be like a skin for one of the characters.
Oh yes.
Cool. Yeah, I think
Anyway.
that's what I've been really up to. Maxwell?
Rad. Alrighty, so once Desh kind of pushed out some stuff for Down Drain, I ended up hopping on the bandwagon as well, and I've kind of gone away from doing a lot of pixel art, especially now that we've suspended our previous project. I've kind of gone directly, into doing just hand drawings and like line art and painting and stuff for it now. So I've been using Photoshop for a bit. Like a lot actually for that. I got a couple backgrounds done, some characters drafted up, a lot of placeholder assets, and some ones that I still have to change. And yeah, so that's going well. I've changed a lot of my art processes now, doing different medium stuff.
He's so talented, isn't he, Alex?
And oh my god.
Yeah, it's just so good.
Anyway,
we fucking rattled him.
except now. No, thanks lads.
We broke him.
You just So good.
Yeah, no,
You
you actually
are.
can.
You are just so good.
Okay, I have to keep going, trudging through this. Anyway, so Photoshop's giving me the shits. So I've been
Aw.
looking for other art programs to use. I was just about to fall in love with Clip Studio, only to realize that I have to buy the because there's two versions of it, right? You have the Pro, and then you have the EX. I don't know what
Extreme.
stand for. Yeah, I just referred to it as Extreme version because it sounds fucking wicked. Anyway,
I don't want it.
so
No, I know what it stands
the-
for. Expensive.
Actually, you're probably not even wrong, because as I was like about to say before, the Pro version is like around 60, 80,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
Like it's
pretty
doable. Extreme versions like up there in like 300 or like 600 or some fucking ridiculous amount like that. And I was like, you know what? The only difference is the expensive version is designed for people who want to do like big production graphic novels and shit. No, they've really capped the Pro version this one, especially for me, because since I have to create animated assets for this thing, because characters have to move and shit. I hopped into Clip Studio after playing around and using some of the features and going, "Wow, this is quite nice. I do like this program very, very much." Even tweaked some stuff for my tablet and all that, so it was working all spick and span and nice. Hop into the animation workflow bit. Discover that you can only do 24 frames, not 24 frames per second like speed. No, I mean the maximum amount for one fucking animation is 24 frames. That's it. They literally have the bar there that can go 25, 26, etc. all the way up to like fucking
3 billion.
thousands theoretically, and they just grey it out. It's like dangling a fucking carrot in front of my face.
You're gonna
go,
pay
"Hey,
a fucking
do you
extra
have money?"
$300 to get some more frames.
It's ridiculous. I'm fucking peeved. So, I ended up just going, Clip Studio, fuck you, and I went to Critter. So now I've been using Critter for about an hour, just playing around with brushes and shit.
You're turning into fucking Isaac.
Anyway, What?
Anti
Using free shit?
fucking paying for any sort of software. Cool.
oh boy, oh well. Anyway, so I've also been using a lot of Blender as well.
Yeah, and your pixel art hasn't died. You've just adopted you've not adopted.
I just dropped a bunch of stuff in the background.
Alex, are you a fan
pretty
of
much.
Max's dithering?
Yeah, I reckon. I mean, the one that he did of the character, the one with the like thing on his face. What's it called again? The mask or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, the SAS dude.
Yeah, that's good. But are you planning on turning that into like a 3D game?
No, I mean, so yeah, because the personal project. Sorry, I was a bit stunted before when I was talking because Mum came into my room. And I was kind of just like,
yeah,
no,
I thought
go.
We scared you.
No. No, you're on that scary compared to my mom. Anyway, no, so the Blender is kind of just like part like passion project and part doing some stuff for rotoscoping, because it's gonna be like a 3D FPS, but it'll have sprites for everything. Kind of like the old school stuff and like original Doom clones and shit.
Right.
So that's why, yeah, I'm
Like that raycasting shit.
I'm doing like a dithered style.
Yeah, because I was wondering, like, I don't know how you're gonna make a 3D dithered character.
I'd have to
But
use
if
like
you're doing
shaders
that-
and shit, and that would be awful. I'm not
Yeah.
touching shaders for another year.
Yeah, but if you're doing that, that's pretty good.
Unless I want to become, big Chad man, technical artist, then maybe I will touch shaders. But no, not for now. I still want to become good enough at drawing, painting, and 3D art, and rigging and animating and rendering and all this other shit. I'm kind of doing like a million jobs at once. So, but hey,
Jack of all trades.
the fucking multi-tool.
Jack.
That's the indie game life.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
I wish I could just fucking sit down and code. Nah, you gotta fucking wrangle fucking whatever bullshit Unity throws at me next. But
Oh boy.
Cool. So that's all right. I reckon you all up there a little bit up to speed on what's been going on since the last episode.
It does, yeah. The main
but
bulk
guess what?
of all of our themes.
What's the date today, fellas? It's fucking 30th of the 12th.
12.
Fuck me. That's pretty close to the
Unless you're American, in which case it's reversed.
That's
no,
pretty
no.
close to the end of the year.
Yeah.
So for the rest of the episode,
think-
we'll be going through stuff related to the closing of the year, and we'll kick it off with game releases of the year. What do we think? I think we'll go through our personal. Oh wait, let's do the other ones first. Let's do like nominees and stuff that won game of the year first.
Oh yeah.
Let me get up the Game Awards 2020 because I know they have winners. And then we'll go through just like the Steam nominees real quick. I don't know if you guys remember our second ever episode was the Steam Game of the Year. So
That's right, it was.
all,
Yeah.
It's all come full circle. Well, technically our fucking third episode after Jared cucked the first one, and then we had to.
Yeah, it's always
we had to
reversed.
a redo. Imagine if this one like fucks itself because of a curse. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the curse.
I'm sure Mike.
Superstition.
is fine.
And it always goes, and it's always like that as well because we have the most energy for it, and then by the time it's dead, we're just like, fuck this podcast.
I'm getting the Game Awards up now. Why is this site so slow? See, I don't know who actually runs the Game Awards.
Game Awards, from what I've heard from like a lot of people, is kind of just like a big. Actually, I don't know how vulgar of a term I can use for the podcast, but it's a big pat on the back. Everyone's in a circle patting each other on the back for all the AAA games.
Yeah, because you want to know what won. You want to know what won Game of the Year. Do you guys know?
Oh yeah, I know. I know what won a lot of awards.
Yeah.
Unjustly.
Oh no, Alex is
okay,
here.
controversy.
Alex will defend. Ready? Alex, what do you think?
I mean, they won
Alex,
like how many
Alex,
of them?
what do you think it is?
Wait.
A game that Max doesn't
I
like,
don't
but
like-
you like.
No,
That
I
would
think it's
win
I think it's a
awards,
great
that
game.
would-
I just don't think it should have won
you
that
know,
many awards.
I don't.
It like
I don't
fucking cleaned
particularly
it cleaned
know
house.
What? I mean, it's definitely.
Okay, think about it. It's really big.
Yeah.
It's fucking
It's-
massive.
Yeah, but it ain't gonna be like Cyberpunk
Oh,
because that.
no,
comes
no,
to-
No, 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 no,
sorry,
no,
sorry,
no.
sorry.
Yeah, a game that came out this year.
I'm trying to think of like a pun I can use with the title. But...
Oh, I don't know. Lots of. Oh wait, is it? It's probably gonna be.
Yeah.
Last of Us 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So last.
I like that
Last
game.
of
It's
Us.
great.
Hold on,
Exactly,
let me
no, I
run
like
through
it
what
as
it
well.
was. So, Last of Us 2 won Game of the Year. It won Best Game Art Direction, Best Narrative. What's next? Best Audio and Design. Best Performance. Is that it? I think that might be it.
Well, it kind of.
I think that might be it.
That's
Oh
still
no!
a fucking
Best
lot.
Innovation Accessibility.
Yeah.
Best
yeah,
Action
yeah.
Adventure.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know why it's an action adventure. It's like atmospheric story. They cleaned house for fucking like
Yeah, but what was their competition though?
Okay, all right. So
A
let
lot
me
of
have.
other good
All
shit
right,
that should've
won
this is
things.
what. Oh wait, we want to go to action adventure. Is that what we want to look at?
Yeah, sure.
You know that Doom Eternal won 0 awards.
Yeah, this is cringe.
Damn. You know, but
That
you know,
shit slapped.
yeah.
All right, here's in action adventure. We got Last of Us Part 2. We got Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. We got
No,
Marvel
that shit.
Spider-Man's Miles Morales.
That's good.
We got
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not-
okay. For some reason, everyone likes that Spider-Man Marvel Morales meme. Sorry, fucking game.
meme.
I
he's,
I-
he's too
I just
eager
don't
for
like it.
the.
I
meme.
just don't like it.
I mean, it's PS4 exclusive.
I've
I don't
watched,
really have
like-
one of those,
I've
so
watched,
I
like,
haven't really been looking around.
I've watched a total of like 2 minutes of gameplay, and it looks like a very PlayStation game. It looks like something I would like play on like my PS2.
The exaggerated swagger of a black teen.
Yeah.
Uh,
I
Thank
don't
you,
know.
IGN, or
Not
whatever
very-
it was who was reviewing it.
What was this overarching branch again?
action adventure.
Yeah.
Action adventure.
Because you know what else is in here, which I think should have got some awards, but I don't know what's in this category. Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Ori and the Blind Forest #2. Didn't even get nominated for anything on Steam either, apart from something visuals, I think. But that
Yeah, it was the visual design.
Ori.
that
I actually played Ori and the Will o Wisp as soon as it came out. I finished it in like a weekend. That's one of the best like platforming Metroidvanias to come out like in ages, like since Hollow Knight.
But it is probably hard for these platforms to compete with these AAA.
That's true, but
games.
Hollow Knight is
Because-
like like that is the indie game. If you like yo, do you like indie games? Like, do you know Hollow Knight? Yeah, you fucking everyone knows Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ori and the Blind Forest was
Yeah.
massive
Well, I'm
too.
saying, like when they get.
But like, I don't even know what the fuck Ghost
It's
of
pretty big, yeah.
Tsushima is. Like, I don't know what the
Oh,
fuck that
it's
is.
this Japanese like
It's like
samurai.
a
game.
samurai, yeah.
Yeah.
It actually
It's
looks
actually
pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's actually nice looking.
Alright.
Although I've heard that the story is kind of like the mechanics and the story are pretty simple. From what I've heard.
What has been getting lots of awards like everywhere is Hades. Have you guys actually seen any Hades like gameplay or anything?
Yes.
No, I've actually never.
I've followed the development of Hades
Oh
as
yeah.
well.
You've-
Because I
Hades
watched
good.
a bunch of the docos on the NoClip thing. And yeah, no, it actually looks fucking awesome. Like what they've been doing with it all. And like the art and like the game design principles and like direction for it all. I reckon they deserve a lot of awards because that studio actually fucking
seen
slaps.
anything about it.
I like seeing it around and
It's
stuff.
been on my wish list for
I've
ages.
seen it like
and I've
around
been
and stuff, and then
debating
it's
whether
like massively blown up since the Game of the Year stuff has started coming. It's just fucking flooded my Twitter
Oh,
feed.
yeah.
Did it come out? Did it come out this year?
Yes.
This is the Game of the
It came
Awards
out, like-
2020. I think it's been out for ages,
No,
right? I
it's
thought it
just
was like an epic
Oh
exclusive.
no, because I was just
It's been
confused.
it's been in
'cause it
early
says-
access for about a year, I think.
Yeah,
and then
because it
came out
says
as 1.0.
initial release date was December 2018. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was like early access on Epic.
Yeah,
Launcher.
it hit the 1.0. I think that's maybe where they first launched it. But no, I remember seeing it early access on Steam as well, and then eventually hit the 1.0, and that's when people started to get it more.
Fuck.
Because it was kind of underground for a bit. I mean, I only heard of it because of, I was like, oh, these dudes made Bastion, sweet. And also I watched the dev videos for it when I was, just having it for like background while I was making my own game art for, I think it was when I was planning out stuff for greater than or equal to, actually. And I was like watching, I'm like, that game actually looks awesome. And I've been, meaning to pick it up, but
I tell you what, I'm glad has got fuck all awards. Fall Guys.
What,
Fall
Goose Game?
Guys. It's in so many fucking
no.
things.
Oh, yeah,
and oh my god.
I don't know.
Oh
No,
my
that
God.
one, the fucking that
Oh my
one,
God.
that one, something with like
Oh
Devolver.
my god.
I saw it on their Instagram.
What?
Why?
Fall Guys got something with Devolver.
What
I don't
could
know.
they
I don't know.
get?
It was
What
memes.
would
like
they
some
get?
top
memes.
family shit or something like that.
Most memeable game.
Top
Fastest,
flop.
yeah, fastest dying game. Biggest drop in players.
Absolute write-off game.
What else? I think there's anything else interesting going on in the Game Awards apart from the fact that fucking The Last of Us won everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
They
don't think
cleaned
it
house, man.
deserves all of them, but
Mm.
if you can, I reckon
Exactly, yeah.
it was a very, very good game. But like, because I know, like, I didn't play it myself, but I watched, playthroughs of it.
Mm.
And I say that because I don't have like my computer.
That's
with
because
me.
he's not a gamer. He's just not a gamer.
I don't have the facilities to play this game, so I have to watch gameplay of it. But it's a very good game. It looks great. It's got a really good story, and I loved it so much just because it was so different to what was the first one, the original game, and it doesn't try to make it into some epic story where a guy can somehow destroy and beat everything and like fucking kill everything and he remains unscathed. It's a story now about revenge and about like human desires to seek like a gratitude or a validation.
I understand why
happened.
people were pissed off because the ending of the first game. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it set up such a such an interesting like plot line, like a story, because
Oh,
the
yeah,
ending
yeah.
of the first Last of Us is, I think, one of the, like the best, like that's like a narrative moment that is,
Very like
yeah, has stuck
explosive.
with me since like it ever happened.
Yeah.
Like plenty of games end, I'm like, oh cool, the fucking game's
Yeah.
over. But that like moment, um, has a it tackles
Yeah,
a
the very,
concept
very
that
end of it.
I think about like a lot. Like what would
Mm.
I
what the
agree.
fuck would I do, right? I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know. And then so I understand why, because a lot of it is it takes, as you said, a very different game. It takes a very different direction in the second title. And I understand why people were upset about that. Um,
Yeah, they feel very connected with
yeah,
Joel from the original, and seeing him, like very, very. I think it's like less than
yeah,
an hour, maybe an hour into it, is
Yeah, it's like 40 minutes into it or
no,
something.
no. Especially how when they did like game like the first release or like gameplay footage of it, I think at some place they actually showed his
yeah,
Otto, and that's what caused a lot of people to go
yeah.
angry,
Hmm.
and that made it even more angry. It was still
Yeah.
great.
If you guys want to like hear more in depth stuff, we have an entire episode where we talk about The Last of Us 2. If you scroll through our catalog, I'm
It
sure
is
you can
true.
find it. It's the one with fucking Ellie losing her shit on the thumbnail. So that's her name,
Ah.
right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Um, cool. On the Steam side of the awards aren't like the winners aren't out yet, but the nominees are there. Let's just blast through real fast. Moss, I know you haven't voted. I'm gonna blast
Yeah.
through, read through
You
each of the
can do
nominees.
some on the fly voting. Woohoo.
Yep. So
Wait, where is this?
it's just on the Steam. It's on the fucking
On the
like
front
front
page of
page.
Steam.
There's like a link for it.
Yeah.
Game of the Year nominations. There are Red Dead
Oh,
2, Hades, Doom Eternal, Fall Guys, and Death Stranding. I will uninstall Steam if Fall Guys wins Game of the Year, but I don't think it will.
Oh my
No, I
god.
don't think it'll
These
get that.
really the games.
Yep. These are the five. These are our
Well,
five
yeah.
options.
Oh.
For the
I didn't
game
think-
of the
Death
year.
Stranding. I feel tempted just to fucking.
You see,
vote
I
for
didn't
that
think Death
because of
Stranding
the-
was very like popular among like the community.
It was very like it's like quite an acquired
Exactly.
taste.
That's I didn't expect it to
Yeah.
get voted in, because these are all like community
No,
voted.
neither
Like
did I.
enough people really
Yeah,
liked
exactly.
it to get it up there. Which I found interesting. I voted for Red Dead 2. What did you vote for?
Yeah, I just voted.
I voted for Hades.
You haven't even played it.
You see, it's strange. I've
Well, I've
never
played
heard.
none of those games up there except for Doom Eternal, and I don't know if that should get like
Yeah,
the
okay.
broad game of the year. But I also voted for that for something
Yeah,
else.
that's
so.
fair enough. Moving on. I don't know. We got blast through. Next, VR game of the year. We got Half-Life Alyx, Phasmophobia,
alright.
The Room VR, Thief Simulator, Star Wars Squadrons. I don't think that's Tommy Wiseau Room. I think it's something else. But
I think the Half-Life.
I wish it
Alex,
was. I wish it was the Room VR.
I've seen a ton of like I haven't played. Well, I've only played.
Oh man,
Phasmophobia. And that's fine, but I don't think it deserves VR game.
I do. I voted Phasmophobia.
'Cause it's not-
Woo! Woo!
Why?
I voted Half-Life Alyx because I've
Half-Life-
actually played
yeah,
it as well.
Half-Life
I've
Alyx-
played Half-Life Alyx in VR,
Half-Life.
and holy shit, it is fucking awesome.
That's cringe.
It is
Yeah, that
like
You
they
guys
they
put a
they
ton more.
craft every little bit of the game around the whole idea about the being in VR. So like all the mechanics of VR is utilized in a way in which if you were to just like take a game and make it so in addition to it like hinging on like the idea of it being like a whole VR experience, even if you took the VR elements out of it and had it just like mouse and keyboard normal type of thing, it still would be a fucking awesome game as
Yeah,
well.
so is Phasmophobia though.
But the fact that it's exactly. But I think that Half-Life Alyx, mainly because I have played it myself and I really really enjoy it. But also they craft like literally everything around the idea about it being VR.
The Room.
Yeah.
I don't know what the
And,
fuck
like,
The Room is, but it has overwhelmingly positive reviews.
It's like kind of like an escape room type thing, I believe. But it's I just remember playing like the old fucking iPad games back in like 2012 and shit.
I'm surprised. I'm looking at like the number of reviews for each of them. Like Phasmophobia has like 4 times the amount of reviews as Half-Life Alyx. No, 5. No, 6 times the amount of reviews.
I guess.
Well, that's because you can play
Yes, true.
Phasmophobia on
It's not very
anything.
accessible.
Half-Life, yeah, you need like the whole hardware for it. Which is why I think that Phasmophobia will win.
Yeah, probably.
But I still want to vote for Half-Life Alyx because I've done a fantastic job with that game.
Yeah,
And it's really pushing the medium, like the gaming medium of VR a lot because of the way that they've incorporated it, and it really creates an experience for the user, which is awesome.
Yeah. Next up, Labor of Love. These games didn't come out this year, but like fucking they're getting updated. So we got Counter-Strike. That's on there every fucking year. Among Us, Terraria, The Witcher, and No Man's Sky.
Gosh.
Guess what I voted for?
Terraria.
Among Us.
Yeah, I think you would have.
Yeah, no, I thought you would have.
Among Us. What did you vote for?
Oh. I don't know.
No, Among Us deserves an award.
I mean, but it's a
They
labor of
deserve
love,
an
which-
award. All Terraria did was add one fucking update.
It was a
That
pretty
was
good
cringe
one.
update.
Well, I don't think No Man's Sky certainly shouldn't get it.
What? What do you mean?
They certainly shouldn't. They still haven't fulfilled on the promises that they put up initially.
They're still doing it.
They're on their
know,
way.
How it launched. Yeah, no, that's why, because it went from overwhelmingly negative to, what is it now? It says it's mixed.
Mixed.
It's gone to very positive.
Yeah, it's mixed.
It's gone to very positive. I just checked it.
Labor of love. I don't know. I don't think so.
I just think because of like the context behind it all, I think that it's done a very, very good job, and then it's a right thing to do to have celebrated and congratulated in the gaming community.
No, I just want Among Us to get an
community.
award. It's not in any of these other ones because it didn't come out. It needs to get an award.
No.
Fair enough.
I don't feel like. I don't know. Addictive multiplayer, like No Man's Sky. Oh wait,
We're on the next one.
One thing.
Wait, you're getting too
No.
fast. Next one, I assume we all voted for the same thing, right?
I
Better
reckon
with
we all voted
friends.
for the
What'd
same
you
one.
vote for, Moz?
Risk
Yeah.
of Rain.
Woo!
Oh my gosh, what a
Yo.
surprise. Woo. Yeah.
No, I was about to say
Fuck. Fuck. What the hell's Deep Rock Galactic? I've never seen
I've seen
that
it around
before.
a bit. I haven't.
That's like a shit banner for it, not gonna lie. Like I'm mousing over and it looks cool, but like the banner doesn't do it any favors.
Yes.
Cool.
I think I voted Risk of Rain 2 for the I nominated it for the nominee section for the game of the year actually.
Ooh.
I think I'm trying to remember what
I did
nominated
fuck all
for these
nominations,
games,
as
but
you'll
yeah.
hear when we get to our personal picks of the fucking year. Moving on, most innovative gameplay. I didn't vote for any of these because I've played
Alright,
Noita
I
and
ended up,
half of Superliminal, and like I've seen a bit of Teardown, and I haven't really watched much Death Stranding. I don't even know what the hell Control is. But
I ended up just like looking up each of these games and watching like a snippet and go, does this look like cool gameplay? And I was like, yeah, Superliminal looks kind of cool, and I just kind of voted for that one. But yeah, I haven't played
I've
any
played
of
the
those ones,
Superliminal
so.
demo. It's fine. it's fine. I don't think any of them are like super groundbreaking in their mechanics. Like Noita and Teardown literally have the same mechanic, but in 3D versus 2D.
Yeah,
Shows how innovative it is.
I mean, yeah, I remember seeing
played-
everyone going nuts on like those indie game YouTube channels and stuff, going nuts about Teardown. I mean, sure, it's cool, but like we've kind of had destructibility in games for a long time. They just kind of put it into voxels so they can apply physics for each particle. I don't think that's really groundbreaking. No. I mean, it's hella cool, but
same with Noita. I think it's cool, but I don't think it's like fucking the most groundbreaking, innovative thing ever either.
Same with Control as well.
I know Moz likes Noita.
I guess
Would you
Death
say-
Stranding
would
because
you
of
say it's
a
innovative?
lot of the.
Have you guys been hearing me trying to like?
No,
butt in?
you have to keep talking, otherwise your mic cuts yourself out.
Oh my god, because I legit said yeah, I think like at least five
Oh,
times.
yeah,
we
I
haven't heard
Been
you at
like,
all.
and I've just been like, you know what? Fuck it.
No, you have
I
to
just
keep
wasn't gonna
talking.
speak for the
You have to keep, otherwise the mic cuts it out.
No, I was okay. I've played Noita and Teardown.
Well, you've
a little
played
bit of
Teardown?
I have. It's actually it's not very like it gets boring straight like really really quickly. Noita's got more like replayability just because it's got a lot more to do.
Yeah.
Like Teardown, there's these little things which will be like destroy something or like make your way to a certain place in like a certain amount of time. And it's fun and all, but it kind of gets boring quite quick.
Yeah, it's more of like a tech
It
demo.
doesn't
Right?
look very fun.
Yeah.
I looked at
Noita
like their the gameplay trailer thing. I was like, this it doesn't look that fun. Like,
Yeah, Noita's good because it has lots of different modes that you can actually play now, and you can there's
yeah,
like
they're
daily
adding lots
chat,
of
there's
shit too.
daily
Like,
modes, and there's little like it's like because you can have a daily mode where you can get ranked. And
yeah,
you can
it's
see
virtue of the genre.
what you get. Yeah, I think
What is it?
like so though, but it's the same kind of thing. I don't necessarily think they're innovative because it is just they're just making everything basically.
Noita's just a 2D roguelite, but stuff is destructible. Tear down some weird fucking like time trial strategy thing, but everything's destructible.
Yeah. So I don't think they've necessarily revolutionized like the way games play. Although Death Stranding did try to do something different.
Yeah.
Although I think the whole concept that they were going for is just like weird. So it no matter how much you can say, oh, we're trying to be quirky, Uwu, we'll make some weird thing about connecting and taking packages from around the world. It's not really that interesting. So I go for a control here. I've only seen gameplay of it by I think it was the Rad Brad.
Oh
but it would be the one in which has the most unique, at least to my liking, of how to like come against those.
What the fuck? I don't even know what control
shooting
is.
games.
Is it more unique than Superliminal?
Oh, I think so. For what it tries to do.
What is it?
Fair enough.
I don't know what it is. Control.
Well,
No,
you haven't seen
I
it?
didn't even know this
Like
game
action
existed.
adventure. It reminds me of what was that one, but it had like time travel instead. This came out
reminded me of
like a
Super
few
Hot
years
when I
ago.
first saw it.
This came out a few years ago. It looked very very similar to Control. It was like graphical fidelity and like style and
I'm watching the
all
trailer.
that kind of thing. I forget what it was now.
There's
It's
a woman
fucking
floating
incredible.
around shooting stuff. Okay. The
Yeah, Quantum Break. That's what it looks like because it's made by the same dudes as well. So that's why I figured it out.
why is there like bugger all? Okay, whatever. I have no idea. Whatever. Fuck it. I get fucking moving on.
What are you saying?
I was trying to read their page, but they don't do a very good job at explaining what the game is.
All right, should we move on
Yeah,
to the next
moving
one?
on. Outside
Yeah,
out.
I only picked Control because I didn't feel like the other ones had anything that was trying to revolutionize like very well. Yeah, I thought that was the best one for probably not a very.
Yeah, I literally didn't vote for any of them. I was like, fuck, whatever. Same with this one. I haven't voted for any of these ones either because I don't think it'd be fair. Outstanding story-rich game. I don't know what the fuck the story in any of these games are apart from like vaguely Red Dead.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, I have watched the full thing of Red Dead Redemption and Detroit Become Human. I would say Detroit Become Human obviously would take my vote for this one, just because of it is like Red Dead. It's got a story-driven aspect of it, but I feel like the whole moral and philosophical questions that Detroit Become Human address like supersede those topics addressed in Red Dead. Red Dead's more of that action adventure, cowboys, rural shooting and stuff. And Detroit Become Human, something more akin to like modern philosophical debate about the purpose of AI, where AI goes too far, and like you can also change the outcome of the game substantially by the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah.
So it's not like fucking Telltale games where you can do whatever the hell you want, but at the end it's basically the same.
It'll lead back
You-
to it. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's I reckon.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
There you go, Max.
all right. I was gonna say I agree. I haven't really seen much of the gameplay. I've heard that Metro Exodus has some pretty rad stuff in it, but I don't know if that's focusing on the story itself. I thought maybe that had some because and I haven't really looked into many story games this year at all, which I want to be doing next
There's
year.
There's been none, dude. Fuck, there's nothing.
Yeah.
That's
So yeah.
yeah. There's nothing on here that I would want to vote for, and there's nothing that's missing from here that I would have nominated here. I didn't even know Mafia and Metro Exodus were like games. I had never heard of them before. I wasn't aware that Horizon Zero Dawn, actually had like a engaging story or not. I thought it was like a action adventure game. But I voted for none of them.
Well, you see, because Detroit Become Human is that classic story-rich game because it has the same mechanics, or similar mechanics as like Telltale games,
Yeah.
which is like
No, I think I've
Yeah,
seen a
like,
tiny bit of it.
It hinges
got-
on that story.
yeah, but it's also got great the whole thing where you can go back in time when you're the detective to analyze certain cases and mysteries
Yeah.
and stuff, and then with the other characters, they're very unique in different stories, like the maid and the detective.
Yeah.
Very unique. Ah, fuck, I can't remember.
Yeah,
if
I
there
would
was
not
another
be.
one.
I wouldn't be
Those-
upset if Detroit won it. The next thing I also didn't vote for anything. Best game you suck at:
Yeah, no.
Apex Legends, Crusader Kings 3, Ghost Runner, FIFA, GTFO. What the fuck?
Yep. I played.
I
none
don't
of
even
these.
know. I've never heard
Actually,
of.
I've played
never heard
Apex.
of
I've
Crusader
played Apex,
Kings.
that's
I've
why
never heard of Ghost Runner. I've never heard of
Really?
GTFO. Fucking,
Really?
I know what. I know
You
what,
heard of
I know
FIFA?
what fucking FIFA is.
Yeah, I've heard of all these games. I think I had GTFO on my wish list for a little bit because it looked kind of cool for a party game. I was thinking we can get 4 people because it's co-op, kind of like survival, spooky shooter type thing. And I've heard it's pretty hardcore, so I was thinking about that, but I haven't really been following it, looking at gameplay, so I wouldn't really know too much. The only one I've actually played is Apex, and that was back in season 1 or whatever. FIFA, yeah, nah, no thank you. Ghost Runner I've seen some stuff about it. I haven't looked into it though. Crusader Kings, it looks like Civ,
Yeah.
and it is strategy, so. And I'm shit at Civ, so I guess that would probably take my vote if I was voting for it.
No, I don't know what I would vote for this category this year anyway, and I don't care about any of these games. So, Moz, did you place a vote?
Yeah, I honestly Apex Legends doesn't deserve it because the best game that you suck at. Well, first off, I never play games like that anyway, so I'm guaranteed to suck at it. And it was it doesn't even deserve a fucking vote for me.
No, nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
Next, outstanding visual style.
This one's weird.
Yes. Okay. Nominees are Ori and the Will-O-Wisps, Battlefield 5, There Is No Game, Avengers,
What the
and
fuck?
Black Mesa. There Is No Game is a fucking cool. It's on Cool Maths games. Is that literally not what the game?
I don't know why that's
I've
for
played it on
visual
Cool
style.
Maths games.
Why is it for visual style?
I don't know. It's fucking.
I don't get it.
It's pixel art with a fisheye
It's
on
just great.
it. Pixel
Yeah,
art
no
with a
way. That's
fisheye.
fucking crazy.
It's wild.
And why is Battlefield 5 a visual style? Cool.
Uh.
Sure, it has interesting graphical fidelity,
So does.
but I wouldn't say that there's style
Yeah.
to it. And so fucking Death Stranding has the same amount.
What the fuck is Marvel
visual
Avengers?
style
I didn't even know this was a game.
I mean, actually. Oh no, that fucking flopped.
yeah, what is
hard.
it?
That
There's
lost
no gameplay.
a lot
on,
of
the
money.
thing. I don't understand.
Kind of looks cringe.
It doesn't
What
look
the
like it has
hell
a
was
visual
that?
style
What
either.
the little.
It just
Yeah,
looks yeah.
even for style, right? Because this is looking at style,
Yeah.
not so much fidelity or whatever. This is just kind of what looks good, what looks interesting.
Yeah.
Even the flat graphics in Battlefield 5 are fine, but in my opinion, the animations piss me off.
Yeah.
A lot.
What about you? You've played Black Mesa,
Because of
haven't you?
how,
What's
like-
up with what's up with the Black Mesa graphics? Are they like have an interesting
I
visual style?
voted for. I voted yes because all right. So the thing is with Black Mesa, right, is that it's a community developed remake of Half-Life 1, and so it's not like an actual like whole development thing. It's just like a bunch of devs and like people in like the industry who get together and work on it in their own time. And so that's why it's been taking ages to come out. But the because they've put out the like last kind of section of the game, because there's like it kind of divides in half, or like kind of like 2/3 and 1/3. When you finish up in like the big laboratory on Earth or whatever, and then you get taken to the alien world, Zen. And in the original remake, Zen kind of looked a bit flat. It's kind of like a bit of a low point for gameplay. But in the remake, if you actually click on Black Mesa, I think some of the screenshots are of Zen. Yeah, like the first screenshot shown after the videos, that's Zen now. And that looks entirely different to what it was originally. And it looks fucking beautiful in this game. And for something that's made through the community, I think that it should be praised. And also, it keeps that classic kind of like Source feel and like vibe to it, but it also really keeps up to date with the like visual fidelity too. So it kind of has this like this really nice blend. And I mean, I also love Black Mesa and just like the whole idea of it being, like really just like community led, being chipped out over years and years. Actually, I voted Black Mesa for the labor of love, and I was kind of sad that it didn't get put into the nominations. But
look, I don't know if Black Mesa has
I think that should win
better
something.
visual style than Ori and the Will-O-Wisps. Like Ori and the Will-O-Wisps,
Yeah, no,
is,
for me
is
it was
one
a
of the
toss
most
up
like
between
visually stunning games I've played, like of all time. Like that game is so fucking gorgeous. Like I don't know if I'm gonna go through my library. I'm gonna see if there's another like visually impressive game as that. Hold up. Let's have a look.
If there were two for it, then I would definitely have voted Ori as well. Or if I could have voted Black Mesa for Labor of Love, I would have voted for Ori as well.
Yeah,
but
mine's gonna be a tiebreaker. What do you vote for?
It kind of broke my heart that to pick one of them.
Ori.
I heard one syllable. Say it. You guys keep speaking. You're speaking the longer sentence.
Ori and the Will.
Oh, I got him. Poggers.
Fair enough. I don't blame you, man.
I know nothing about the other.
Wise move. Next, I'm a bit mad about this next one. Best soundtrack.
Yeah,
we got Doom Eternal, Halo, Helltaker, fucking Need for Speed, and Persona 4. Where is Risk of Rain 2? Risk of Rain 2 has like one of the best like video game soundtracks like ever. Like I genuinely listen to that.
Yeah.
Like what the? Why the fuck is Need for Speed here?
I gave mine to Doom Eternal.
Okay, so did I.
They do have some pretty. Like I'm not really a fan of heavy metal, but my cousin he plays in like Doom Eternal quite a bit, and whenever like I'm over, I can sometimes just hear just like the whole fucking heavy metal going in the background. And I've also seen gameplay of it. I watched
it is great.
Yeah, like a playthrough of it. I don't know why, because it's not really a game that you watch it. Like it's not necessarily like a story.
Yeah.
But I still watched some of it, and it was pretty good.
No, just the overall sound design in the entire game fucking slaps. And I'm sad that it didn't win anything at the Game Awards. I was like,
I'm so mad. Risk of Rain 2
but
is not on here. I'm so
yeah, that is kind of cut.
Fuck. I'm trying. Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
Halo would have been another good one to do, but I don't know. That kind of feels like cheating because the games have been out for ages already, and this,
Yeah.
Most of the tracks on like the Risk of Rain 2 soundtrack
that one also
have,
kind
like,
of feels like cheating because that one just
views.
came out as like a, oh yeah, it's underrated as hell.
Oh well.
Anyway,
I guess
You guys seem content with that.
I mean,
I'm
I
not.
like a Need for Speed. I don't even know.
I wasn't even
how
aware
many
they
racing
wasn't
games
aware
it's
they kept making Need for Speed games.
yeah, no.
Yeah, I remember there's like one Need for Speed that's on like mobile. I used to play it
So did I.
Yeah, that was
All right, the final category. Sit back and relax. I voted for Untitled Goose Game, my favorite game ever.
Oh, I'm sure.
Why is it even here? It didn't come out this year, did it? How could it have come out this year
I thought it came
if
out
we were
last
at
year.
PAX
Maybe it hit-
and
No,
no
it
one would
couldn't have. It
fucking
couldn't have. Yeah,
shut
it
up?
couldn't have.
I thought it won Game of the Year. Maybe it came out on Steam this year. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's what I
Fuck
think.
me.
It hit like a 1.0 this year, which is cheating. It's fucking ridiculous.
Fuck Goose Game. Fuck
Fuck that
Goose
game, man.
Game.
Exactly.
I was going on a Goose Game rant on the Soul Cube server the other day, and everyone started standing up for it. I was like, no, fuck Goose Game.
Yeah. I'm surprised that Factorio's on here. From what I've seen,
Yeah, I thought
the game looks stressful as
No,
fuck.
I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, sit back and relax. Yeah.
It looks like the most like blood pressure raising thing because everything will be fine, and then you have to. It's like you're constantly like edging yourself towards like a larger virgin. It's like, oh, more.
Oh.
Like that fucking Star Wars meme. That's literally Factorio. And then you have all these fucking aliens and shit that come along. You have to genocide them.
I don't want House
I
to
don't know.
cancel
I can't
us
imagine that
in
being
like
some-
in like 5 years or something. So I don't have a problem with the game itself. I just hate the fact that it's so like this meme stemmed from such a fucking stupid thing. If it wins,
I
it'd just
agree.
be winning because it's a fucking honk, fucking goose, funny goose
Yeah,
honk
it's not,
meme.
It's not. It's
Oh
not
my
a good.
god, that should win your fucking worst meme of the year.
I did vote for it though.
Oh,
For
No.
I did for Australian game.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah. What else came out in Australia this year?
Yeah, like
Yeah, that's true.
so I'm voting for it for the
Yeah, no, that's
Aussie,
fair enough. No, I think the graphics and stuff are nice, and it's a
But-
cool little fucking game. But there are so many cool little fucking games and fucking funny honk goose.
Yeah, I don't really.
Fuck.
Yeah. No, I don't really know about some of the games that we've had here. They're not. I don't see how that factory one necessarily can be
Yeah.
relaxing.
You know
that
I
Personally,
think
I
that-
find
blood pressure
that
problems.
like I'll find
I
that
think there's a-
stressful.
Exactly,
a
it is.
glaring title missing from here. I think you guys. It's the
What's
longing. Literally, the only
yeah.
thing you can do in the
Oh.
fucking game is sit back and relax. There's nothing to
Do nothing.
Listen, I don't.
nothing.
Wait.
Yeah.
My game of the year got snubbed, swindled. And speaking of that, personal game of the years, go real fast, real quick. What do we like from the year,
Shit, I
huh?
don't know.
Wow, it's been.
I think in
What
general
that
this
came
year's
out this
shit
year?
for video games sucked. There's fucking nothing.
It isn't
No,
too
it's
bad.
garbage.
I wouldn't say it's like outstanding, but some good stuff came
nothing.
out of it. Some good innovation in certain things, but I think a lot of it's overlooked or just like some parts are overrated. Fall Guys.
I literally have
and
two
some parts
two
are
games
underrated.
that I could even like mention. First is Ori and the Will-O-Wisp. That's a sequel to a game that came out ages ago, so it's like okay, cool. And then Risk of Rain 2, but that's been in early access for ages, so I don't know if that really counts. So I got nothing other than that. Dry as shit.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Moz, have you got anything? You'd probably go with
That came out
Last of Us, right?
with what? I mean, Last of Us. I did enjoy Last of Us, and I think it would actually be between Cyberpunk. And
Why do you like
Last of Us.
Cyberpunk?
I you know what I know I've spoken to Max about it and I've always said like, oh, Cyberpunk is gonna
It
be
is.
a
It
flop.
was.
Oh yeah.
I was right. I
but-
was right.
And I suppose, yeah. But from it's a next
No,
gen
it's
game.
not.
and
It's not a next
everyone's
gen
angry.
game. It's not the next gen of gaming.
No,
That's
it was
what
it was
has its-
marketed. It was marketed and it's being sold on shit. Did I
Yeah,
just
but they market themselves
okay,
as
good.
a
No,
next-gen
because
game,
my
designed for
my
the next-gen
my toe
console.
just hit my fucking power switch on my on my board, and like it was like about to flick because like my lamp went off for like a second, and then it heard silence, and I'm like, oh fuck, no. But no, okay, that's good. Okay, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, no, because the thing is, right, as far as I'm aware, that game's being made for current gen because they are selling it for current gen consoles for
They
full
fucking
price.
scammed. There's a big. We don't even talk about this. It's such a
Exactly.
scam. They deliberately fucking hid all
It is.
footage from the game running on like the fucking PS4, and then like they encourage
they
all
did.
these pre-orders.
They made them. Yeah, they made them show like stuff.
Yeah, and then when it comes out, and fuck it,
So,
there's like, oh, whoops. It's so bad that PS4 literally deleted it off their fucking store.
Yeah, well, you see, I do think is
No, look, optimization is not even my biggest gripe. It's that
no optimize.
I don't
it's
know how
that
the
they
fuck
promised
it's fucking
the next gen of gaming, innovative fucking game. It's not. It's just like fucking like. Yeah, it's just another AAA open world RPG game. There's nothing innovating about it.
But except this
it's
one
not,
is comically horrible.
It's not innovative. But
I mean, there's like a lot of good content there.
It's a pretty cool concept, and I think how they've done it, like, it's like if you think like what else could they do if they're basing a game off a board game?
No, it's fine. It would have been a fine game if they hadn't marketed it as this fucking super game.
Yeah. But I reckon this game is it's gonna like give it a year, right? And it will be all optimized.
I reckon it'll be next year's labor of love.
Probably.
It will be optimized.
I don't think that's like I said. I don't think that's the
all
biggest
set.
problem is the optimization. It's the fact that it's just another AAA open world game, which is not what they said it was.
Yeah, I don't think that they innovate on anything gameplay wise. Sure, like visual fidelity is like pretty good. I mean, but then again, a lot of other games with equal or better graphics have come out.
Yeah.
A lot of the things that they kind of boasted about were improvements on some systems that already exist. Which it's nothing new. It's kind of like polishing up a little bit, but ironically, those parts were kind of shit, and they just took. It literally just looks
like Fallout 4, but in a fucking cyberpunk world instead of like a desolated one. That's literally all the gameplay I've seen. It's like, fuck, this is I played a game like this in fucking 2015 when I was like 12. And this is the next gen of gaming.
Yeah. Well, so
you should look.
I mean, to be fair, the game belongs in 2013. That's when it was fucking announced.
Yeah. It's look, I don't have any issues with the game itself. It's just with how they marketed it.
Yeah, it was pretty shit.
I mean, I didn't.
No, I knew it would be fucking like nothing as to what they were at. Like. How could you?
It would be.
What a stupid like decision to make. Oh, I reckon we're gonna market our game as the fucking most innovative thing ever. Like, no one does that. Like the real like pioneers, the pillars of like game development, like the innovators, like The Witcher 3, right? They made The Witcher 3. That was a fucking massive pillar, right?
Yeah.
But they didn't advertise it as this is gonna be the fucking best, like, most influential, like, game ever.
Yeah, it all comes down to money. And from what I've heard is that a lot of the shareholders for CD Projekt Red, because they exploded, because they look really small, and then they kind of just, took off. And so, yeah, they had, like, a lot of shareholders that had them by the nuts, going, all right, lads, you better fucking do this and this and this. And I'm like, yes, boss. So, because, that's where, like, the whole corporate thing comes in. That's why they made so much freaking money off of it. And that's why it got so, like, explosive when it came out, because they hyped it up so much. And I think it was all prompted and catalyzed due to a lot of corporate things.
I mean, their stocks fucking plummeted.
I don't think it was. Oh yeah, no, that was just from the delays. That's why I had to get out now, is because the shareholders and shit were like, all right, you better do this, or else we're gonna be even more upset. And like, okay, I mean, and it didn't help that they kept announcing it that it was gonna come out now, and then they go, oh well, psych, haha, give me another 2 months, and then rinse and repeat that strat for a little while. I just think like it was a pretty alright game to start off with, but it just got kind of destroyed by everyone going, hey, everyone look at this, and everyone turns around and looks at it, and they get like this big blanket of shit and just cover it and go, look, and then everyone's like, wow, and then looks away again. I think that's kind of what happened with Cyberpunk.
Yep.
Mm. But if I'm talking about games that have come out this year, like because I don't really know that many other ones which have like specifically taken and I haven't
What
taken
about
an eye
Noita?
to.
Don't you have
I
like
was like,
30 hours on Noita?
I do. I think
Yeah.
I have about 30 hours. It was fine, but it doesn't take game of the year because it wasn't anything super
Neither was
amazing.
Cyberpunk.
Like after no, but the story's actually pretty decent. It's actually pretty cool.
That's true. I know. Yeah,
Although I
I
would
do know
say
nothing about
the
the
Last
story, so maybe it does
takes
have.
my The Last of Us 2 takes my pick for a game of
Alright.
this year. But the story of Cyberpunk is very interesting because I've watched the Rad Brad. He's like the go-to guy that I watch Let's Plays
Yeah.
for. I think I first started watching him when The Last of Us 1 came out. I think
Ah,
that was
yeah.
fucking I don't remember.
Do you watch
But
no
anyway,
commentary or
yeah,
what?
he no, he's
Okay,
got
I watched The
commentary.
Last of Us one, just like
Oh.
no commentary all the way through.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it
although
was like
his
MK Ice
commentary is
and
not
Ice and Fire. I usually used to go to for that kind of stuff because he would do like really early, non-commentary and stuff, and he'd do it pretty cinematically too. But yeah, sorry, go on.
No, but he only does commentary. There's no commentary when things are happening. Really, it's only just slightly if a bug happens, it's like what the fuck, and it's like okay, they'll just keep on going, doing something. But yeah, Last of Us 2 would be my pick for the game.
Cool.
But yeah, Cyberpunk is pretty cool. Story's pretty good. Give it a year, and it will probably be really nice.
I disagree, but we know why. Moving on.
Agree. I mean,
Max.
all right. I don't think I haven't thought of one.
What? You wouldn't give
I
it
really
to
don't
Dude?
know what is going to be
What
the
do you
fucking
like,
game
Dude?
of the entire. Yeah, I don't know if it really takes it for the game of the year. I mean, it expands upon things that kind of existed in 2016 for Doom, which was
Was it cheating
awesome.
to vote for Risk of Rain 2? Because otherwise that just fucking gets my vote, right?
I mean, I was
That's like
leaning towards
one of the
Risk of Rain
best
2 or
roguelikes to
Doom.
come out in the past few years.
Yeah.
I think it would be probably one of the most influential too, because it's a very different take on the roguelike. There's a lot of set in stone stuff, and the progression isn't
Yeah.
really as prominent. Which I think is interesting. But otherwise, no, I don't really care about the games that came out this year. I look at my order by Steam thing. I played fuck all. I played a couple of demos, like Risk of Rain 2, Ori and the Will-O-Wisps Phasmophobia, and fucking Fall Guys.
Alright, what's come out this year? Has
If you go to Steam, you can sort by release date.
Outer Wilds come out this year? Okay,
Oh.
Outer Wilds came out this year. That one
Yeah, that
was-
had
wasn't-
Outer Wilds
What
can
is-
come up in anything. I thought that was good.
Oh no, because I voted for it for chill out. I said that Outer Wilds is good for relaxing, which is semi a lie. There are some stressful points. You know, when the fucking sun explodes every.
Yeah, I thought Outer Wilds was the big indie
But
game. Yeah.
it was pretty
What's
big.
it called?
It didn't really take off that much. I would say in the
It's a
mainstream.
fucking 10 out of 10 on Steam.
Well, yeah, everything has fucking 10 out of 10 on
4.9
Steam.
stars.
I do really enjoy that one. What else came out? So yeah, I'd have to say I do really like Outer Wilds, but it isn't a broad thing. I mean, that's why I kind of like the whole categories of awards. I don't know if you can just let one take the game
Yeah,
of
because
the
some
year.
years like this year don't have a game of the year.
Yeah, you definitely have standouts for each category, but I wouldn't say that they carry over into one big overarching one.
Yeah.
Let's see what I have on my freaking hard drive right now. I have Doom Eternal slaps, Halo Master Chief Collection slaps, Risk of Rain 2 slaps, Outer Wilds slaps, Half-Life Alyx slaps. Did World of Horror come out this year? I think it did. It did come out this year. That game also slapped. Actually, I voted for World of Horror for visual style, but of course,
been
it didn't
fucking
get it 'cause
better
it's too
than
niche.
Battlefield 5.
Yeah, no, fucking.
There is no game.
Yeah. I mean, hey, this game has pixel graphics too. If you want to, you know.
Yeah. Oh well. I think.
What will you pick, Maxwell?
I don't know, man. It's a toss up between like Doom, Risk of Rain, and Outer Wilds.
Whatever, good enough for me. I'm surprised the Longing. Oh, I'm not surprised, but I would have put the Longing down for visual style.
Yeah.
Why not? It actually has good graphics.
Oh my no, because it's like giving it to a game in which has sure it's got good graphics, but the graphics they're just the exact same throughout the entire
It's an
game.
interesting visual style.
Yeah,
No,
it's
but
supposed to
it doesn't
complement the style of
deserve
the
a
game.
That's what
title
the
like
fucking.
that.
That's what the
It doesn't
category is.
deserve
You give it to a game with an
interesting
interesting
vision.
visual style. That's what the game has.
No, it's not interesting. It's the same. It's just a plain visual style. There's nothing
It's all this like
special
cross
about
hatching
it.
stuff.
I mean, yeah, that is kinda
and, like
true.
this hand drawn thing.
That's not necessarily like
It's
amazing.
interesting,
Like there's
though.
other games that have. Yeah,
I mean,
but
it
it
is,
doesn't
but I'd
deserve it
say,
because
yeah.
it's legit like the same color. It's a fucking cave. The entire thing is like the same colors. You could have
I
a
mean,
game
if it got voted in instead of Battlefield 5, I wouldn't be any more like shocked. I still think that that's probably deserves it.
Yeah,
more
how has
than
Battlefield
Resident Game.
5 got a more interesting visual style than The Longing?
Cause big graphics, AAA, ray tracing, monkey brain.
I-
It literally says in like the
I
description.
just don't think
it
the
doesn't.
longing.
It not. It doesn't correspond with like real life fidelity.
Yeah, well, people don't understand the difference between style and
Realism.
fucking.
Realism
Themes,
is a
yeah.
style. It's not fucking like. But oh well. I think that's it. I don't think we have time to do a fucking Soul.
Well,
Cube
I don't
2020
find it
recap, by the
interesting
way.
if you can do. Anyway, yeah, no, we're already.
That's
we're
fuck,
already
we'll do
going
that,
Pretty,
we'll-
pretty long.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
recording's
this is
an
fucked.
hour.
Moving on, meme of the week.
Me too. All right,
Yeah,
Alex.
You're in
It's
the
you're up.
memes.
memes.
It's meme time.
Yeah.
It's time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. All right.
All right, sit
Yeah,
back and
yeah,
relax.
you take- you
everyone.
take-
All
from me,
right.
Chief.
So the first one is all right. Let's go. Meme of the week.
Fuck,
All
I'm
right.
ready.
We're doing the let's go. It's the let's
What?
go meme.
What's that?
So
Oh right, yeah, okay, I know this one.
let's go, and then see, I said let's
It's-
go, and imagine me like having an icicle, and then all of a sudden the SpongeBob theme plays, and it says.
I don't think.
I don't know what
known
meme
Yeah,
is.
you
one.
probably won't get
Do
it. Oh.
you
Okay,
want
so
to try
let's-
explaining the origins?
Yeah, give it to him. Show him to
Come
it.
on.
But the meme is basically like what I said before. It's a guy. It originates from the original one from a
Have fun.
guy who was like, "All right, let's go," and he was gonna watch this this fan made like SpongeBob comedy kind of dark humor edit of a SpongeBob one. I think it was called like My Millionth Dollar or something. Guy, he comes up, he goes, and he says it, and then he has this really disappointed face on it. And anyway, that's got like changed and edited to basically everything. So this guy who says, "Okay, let's go," does the same facial expression stuff. He's a British guy, so it will say British, or it's a Russian guy, and it will say Rushka, or it's like it says Poggers, and the guy does a Poggers face. And they do it in a really comedic way because the original guy does it in a very expressive and emotive way. It's meme of the week basically because I find it really funny. I reckon all of the adaptations to this simple idea because the guy initially does it with such an emotive like voice and such an emotive like facial expressions, it makes it really interesting. And when you add it to things in which all people can relate to, so if you cater it to a certain group, then it makes it funny because there's that relatability aspect, and also the reactions that people.
What is
give
it? How does it
kind of
reflect society?
Yeah. Well, it kind of follows that whole bandwagon of things which I don't particularly know. Reflect society, and see, this is the thing. How does it reflect society?
I think this one just focuses on creativity and funnies more
Yeah,
than like
it's
a
really
deep overarching theme.
Yeah, but it can also. I think it also reflects the ability because the man initially he laughs it off, kind of, right? at the end of the video, or
Yeah.
the edits don't actually show that, but it shows because in the original clip it's him, and then a derogatory word is displayed on the card, and he says it out loud as like what the hell, but then he relaxes. He's like, well, this is just dark humor. It's all right. It's just a funny meme compilation, and it's that it could also be relating to that desire for a lot of people to just be able to express, dark humor or express comedy or jokes in a society now in which sometimes you can get in a lot of shit for saying a couple of jokes or saying some words. So it could relate to that whole aspect, especially with like the British one. But like the
British.
of the memes of like the British, like it's a bit stupid in it and all that kind of stuff. So it's a pretty good meme. I actually really like it. Find it funny. Max, do you find it funny?
Yeah, I do actually. I remember seeing the original video last year, like mid last year. And I was like, funny. And then it kind of came back, and all these like parodies of it came around.
Yeah.
And it's actually really really well done. You can get some good like creative takes on it all. Like I've seen ones with like people have done all like the source engine videos. So you get like TF2 characters and stuff, and you have like one of Scout, and he's like, all right, let's go. And then it's like chocolate nuts appears on the screen, and he's just like, ah. You get one, and it's like Soldier, and it has Maggot. Oh, that one was pretty good. I think the favorite one that I've seen so far was this dude, and he had like the blind goggles on, and he's like, all right, let's go, and he just hits it, and it has blind written up on the screen, but he can't react to it because he's blind. He just kind of looks at it, and it just kind of ends awkwardly.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a meme that's it's been edited a lot so everyone can find it relatable, and it's good and interesting facial expressions make it something which everyone can understand the messages being conveyed, and that it's a joke, and that it's a little bit of a funny, and just to take it on lightheart, something which in today's society a lot of jokes can't be taken lightheartedly by some people. And that's the meme of the week. We're gonna do the meme of the year.
Yes, you're doing the meme of the year.
Yo, okay, so for the memes of the year, I couldn't find one in particular, so I actually found a little list for the best and the worst memes. And
okay, good.
We can have a little discussion with the guys.
As long as you can keep it snappy.
Yeah, quick.
Okay, so one of the more recent ones, I'm gonna do these as like going from recent to at the beginning of the year. So one of my favorite ones from most recently are the speedrunner memes.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
I fucking love them, especially like the sweaty speedrunner.
Yeah, and he's just like
yeah,
and, like the keyboard and stuff, and it's just space. Yeah, that's
and it also relates to that. That guy, that screaming guy who goes, "Oh my god!" Oh, that one.
Yeah.
That's from a little bit older, but it also goes along the same lines. I always find those ones funny because they're always parodied with like a really snappy video, which relates to the audio and stuff, and it's really good. You guys have any?
No, see, I find all that shit so funny because it's like it's really like satirizes fucking video games, like watching people play video games. So it's like when all the Among Us memes like fucking came out. There's people like losing their shit over like Among Us. It's like not Among Us, sorry, like Fall Guys. It's like fuck, this is the stupidest fucking game ever, and people are losing their minds.
Yeah, I guess it just like pulls the Mickey out of how serious people can take it as well. Because like the whole overexpressed like sweating profusely, like heavy breathing, like looking at like the screen from like 2 inches away type of thing. And it's like at the end of the day, it's just like a fucking game, right? And that's why it's so funny. It's because you have like this contrast of like some like, because they hyperbolize it for like both kind of fields. They have like the dude like literally sweating and like going fucking nuts, and then you have this like the most random or like mundane gaming clip ever. And like Dash said, it's just really satirized it. It's fucking awesome.
No, I saw this one where it's the guy speed running the dream. What's it called? Fuck, what's it called? The dream thing where they verify that he cheated or that he cheated.
Oh yeah.
In typing profusely, the entire fucking thing. This is doing it, but it also goes to the meme where people can take a game so seriously, like with the guy who screams after he does the "Oh my god." shit.
Oh yeah, and he like does
Yeah.
some stupid speedrun and he goes nuts. You know, I like the ones where
Yeah.
it's like the whole idea of like yeah, you have like that face cam of the dude like sweating and stuff, and it's like dream speedrun, and then you have like him like flying around in like
Yeah.
the overworld
Yeah.
and like placing the end blocks and like going in and then like blowing up the dragon with like TNT or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, they just have the fucking face in the top corner. I really like those ones. Anyway, worst one of the year. I fucking hated the "Is it cake" meme.
Oh, yeah.
I
I don't know about
okay,
you guys.
Yeah.
I hated the cakes. It's like,
So
is it
did I.
cake? Is it not? It's like I fucking don't give a shit. I don't. It doesn't really. It wasn't really funny to me when everyone did it. You know, it's like, oh, it's cake. It's like, oh my god, it's cake. Sometimes it got funny, which is like when it combined it with like the wait. You know, like wait, it's always been like sometimes
Oh,
it's been
yeah.
wait, it's always cake, and that one I think was the best. Is it cake meme? But I never really liked them. What about you
No,
guys?
neither did I.
Did you like?
I fucking this is like they polluted like Discord too. Like these memes crept onto fucking
Yeah, they
Discord
were
everywhere. I was
horrible.
like, oh my god.
Actually, I saw a cake meme
Oh.
yesterday on Instagram.
Did you?
You know, it was this art thing that I follow, and they do like some like Star Wars fan art occasionally from like the Clone Wars and shit. And they had a drawing. I think it was like a recap through the year or something, because you know coming towards the end of the year, and it was fucking Darth Maul cut in half, and he was this cake, and I was like,
Yeah. No, I never really
that
liked.
one was actually kind of creative, but I don't like the meme at all.
Okay.
It's
So
not
another.
funny.
No, it's not funny. It isn't funny. It's only funny when it's like combined in a really satirical way with
Yeah.
something else. Although the
Yep.
meme basically is about satire, like, oh, everything's cake, because there's those fucking YouTubers who just turn everything into cake. It's not very
Yeah.
funny. But anyway, another one of the best memes, in my opinion, are the "Are you winning?"
Yeah.
Some memes, or just the "Are you
Yeah.
winning?" They've been
They're really good.
permeated meme culture for quite a while, and I always find they have really witty captions like added to them, and sometimes
Mhm.
really hit home with some of the ideas that they say. It's really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You guys like the Are You Winning?
Yeah, see, I
Yes.
wasn't aware
That was pretty
that
good.
that other dads said this phrase. Dad always, as since I was a kid, he always
Yeah.
say, are you winning?"
Yeah.
Like, did you win? I was like, what the fuck do you mean? Did I win? I didn't
Yeah.
realize this was like a
No.
universal
I always
dad
had-
thing
yeah.
to do.
Yeah, no,
I
my
always
dad
had like
says it all the time.
grandparents do that as well, or like people that were just like really disconnected from like what I was doing. I could just be like farming in like Minecraft or something. And I came in like, "Hey, are you winning?" And I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I'm winning." And just be like, "What the fuck?"
No, it's funny when they come in. It's like, "Are you winning?" with a game that you can't really win in.
They're like The Sims or
No,
something.
my dad just says it
Yeah.
whenever I come home from like school. He's like, "Did you win?" I'm like, "What the fuck did you mean? Did I win? I can finish my day at school."
Yeah,
Actually, yeah. No, my dad says the same thing occasionally.
yeah. So, likewise, it's a
I
universe.
think it's definitely just like a dad
And
thing.
we'll go to another one of the worst ones. I hated the marketable plushies. I fucking hated it. You know the marketable plushies. It's
No, don't turn me into marketable
like
plushies.
yeah. And they don't just go boom, and it's like the Alvin and Chipmunks. And
That's really similar to like the whole "this edible ain't shit" type thing.
yeah. I did. I did like the. Uh-oh. Yeah, marketable plushies. Sometimes they would be funny, like that, because they'd have a really good audio over them, which would make
Yeah.
it like deep fried meme. It would just kind of be like, bro. But I never they didn't really slap that much. Didn't like marketable plushies.
No,
Uh,
I don't mind them. Some are pretty good.
yeah, another one of my favorite ones was all the Breaking Bad memes.
Fuck, I love them.
Oh,
Yes.
so good, especially the ones where they have like Walter when he like hits the ground.
Yeah.
Oh no! When they fucking does it.
It's funny
It's
because
so good.
in the actual context of the show, that's like a really like powerful like moment. Because I've actually like watched all of Breaking Bad, but they just make it so fucking satire in like all the memes and shit. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Because yeah, it could be like me when I shit my pants or something, and it's like him just like looking down. But compared to like what actually happened in the show, because like I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
Like it's so just polarizing. It's hilarious. No, I reckon to like add on to that, all like the satirical ones that kind of just take like the show and like make it all weird. Like there's been like the Breaking Good ones on like YouTube and
Yeah.
stuff. That's kind of also helped with like the whole Breaking Bad meme shitpost movement thing. But to add on to that, if I may, Bottom Gear.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking about adding Bottom Gear, but for me, it just wasn't one of my favorites. It was pretty close, but I didn't decide to like list it in because I would read them and then I would be like, you know, it's funny, but I don't know, they never really did it for me. I never watched
No.
Top Gear, so I didn't really have
Right.
a connection
Yeah.
with the characters. Whereas like I have watched Breaking Bad, but that was ages ago, so I had an understanding of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because I ended up watching like a bunch of like the video shit posts for it, and like the old like Twitter threads and stuff that like where it like actually started, and it was a lot more beyond the whole like intro thing. Like there was more to it and stuff, and that's actually
Yeah.
fucking hilarious. But yeah, so that one's pretty creative in some parts as well.
Yeah. All right. One of the worst ones. I hated the the one because we are one and like the horses.
Oh, Guan, yeah.
Yeah. I never, especially when we had that fucking retreat, and they were like, because
Okay,
we are
yeah.
one. I just didn't. I did not like. I didn't like one. It never really did it for me.
No,
Sometimes
man.
big flopper. Sometimes that's good. Or like Michael with the fucking cat.
Oh
Sometimes
yeah,
they're funny, but
Stuart the monkey, or whatever. Yeah.
yeah, the horse never did it for me. Another one of my favorite ones are all the monkey ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking
Monkeys are good.
monkeys were good, and we had
Right.
I think we talked about memes about monkeys like one time.
How many more do we have to go? Because it's coming up to like an hour and a half. We have to start
It's
wrapping.
okay. I had like another worst. I hate the bite of 87 memes. This
Really?
yeah, because I don't. Okay, I've never looked up the bite of 87, but what even? I know that Marco
It's
says it in in a Five Nights at Freddy's video or something,
yeah.
but I don't even know what is it. What is it?
I don't know. I haven't looked. I don't fucking like Five Nights at Freddy's at all, and I don't really watch Markiplier. But I think he was playing like one of those kind of like weird prequel games, like the Lore or something. And I think that something to do with like the purple bloke, fucking bit someone, or like someone got bitten by like Freddy or whatever, and then that was like a key point in like the lore, and then he was at the bite of 87. I think that refers to an event that happened in
Okay.
in the lore, which is why it's so funny because it's such a stupid, well, in my opinion.
Okay, maybe
so
that's
sorry
why.
all the
Yeah, because
FNAF
I never
fans.
got it. I never really got them because I was like, am I missing something in like history? Did something happen in like history? Because every time I thought of like that bite of 87, I would think of the Australian like the Great Bite.
Yeah, no, I would as well.
Right.
But
And I'd
no,
be like,
it's
that
FNAF.
and something that happened there.
Fucking
Yeah,
FNAF.
I don't know. Anyway, those are some memes.
The
Some of my favorite memes and some of my
all-time
memes I didn't
stars
like.
and all-time fucking
Yeah,
rock.
from this year.
Let's
From
hope
this
that we
year.
get some
not
bangers
not
next
all time
year.
stars. Yeah, but yeah, that was some stuff.
Well, it appears we've made it to the end of the episode. Fuck me sideways.
Oh my gosh! If you,
Fuck
I doubt anyone. I doubt
sideways.
any
If-
person has gotten to this point.
Are we gonna put
Yeah,
timestamps?
I do
on
timestamps
this
on the
episode?
episodes normally anyway.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Well, I mean, like, why would you
Alrighty.
listen to the fucking podcast? Are you on it? Like, I wouldn't fucking listen to it if I didn't have to edit the whole thing.
okay, good. At least I get banished.
Cool, we're done.
Hey.
We're finished 2020. Fuck. We'll me and Max will probably be making videos regarding 2021 and maybe a 2020 recap and all that
Yes,
stuff. So
that's
expect
right.
that coming out soon, early. And
Well,
yeah, and we
and
got stream.
streams.
Well, fuck it.
A lot of
Yeah,
fun
all that
streams.
shit is going to be coming in. Just wait. And if you wanna stay on top of it all, join the Discord server. Links in the description. Check out our socials. We'll always keep those up to date too. Insta and Twitter.
Twitter. Yeah.
We've got the Twitch going now too. You'll hear more about that soon. We
Oh,
got
yeah,
we
that's-
got a lot
that's
of fucking
big.
shit going on. But if you join the Discord, above all else, you'll get reminded of everything that goes on everywhere. It's like the hub, the center.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is this gonna come out before
I'll
New
do
Year's
it.
or
I'll
after?
edit it tomorrow and get it out.
Ooh. Well, Happy New Year's, everybody!
Happy New Year's.
Yeah,
And Merry belated
Christmas. Yeah, we didn't even have a
if
Christmas.
you're
Yeah, if
into
you
that.
celebrate
Happy
I guess
holidays.
happy holidays. What?
Happy holidays.
Gosh.
Because remember, you can't say Merry Christmas because that's what do they say? It's prejudiced.
I
towards
mean,
others.
I say just Merry Christmas to those who celebrate it. I think that's fine. Like fucking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I usually say.
No, I heard this. There was this whole controversy. Anyway.
Yeah, we can do that
omit
maybe
it
some
from
other time.
not
Not
the end of the
tacking
2
onto
hour
the
long
hour
podcast.
Peace.
Thank
Okay,
you all.
thank
We'll,
you.
we'll be around. We'll be around. Thank you for 2020 of
That's for sure.
23 Soulcasts.
Thank you for your continuous support.
Yeah.
The few of you who give a shit.
Yeah.
Thank you
We
very much.
appreciate it very much, and hopefully, if you keep sticking around, it's going to be something
Yeah,
really,
sweet.
really awesome.
All right,
We
thank
can
you all
benefit
very
from.
much. Enjoy your
Okay.
holidays.
Bye
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Laters.
Woo!
Ah.